Blizzard have finally fixed Diablo's couch co-op and the results are fantastic. A weekend in the beta has me super impressed and fully sold. Something the wizards at Blizzard managed to do is make the game feel really fun, no matter if you're playing solo or multiplayer. A great feature in Diablo 3 was that you could play with up to 4 players on one screen, also known as couch co-op. But it had some serious flaws that hurt the experience badly. Couch co-op is back in the console version of Diablo 4, but with a few twists. Let's look at how Diablo 4's couch co-op is different to Diablo 3, what's better and what's worse, and how easy it is to do it. I'm Nick from What's Good. Let's take a look. So Diablo 4 is back and looking better than ever. And with it comes a new approach to couch co-op. That is, on console anyways. Unfortunately, despite being able to play with a controller on PC, Diablo 4 still doesn't support couch co-op on the PC version in any way. Now while Diablo 3 actually had up to 4 players in local co-op on console, Diablo 4 has decided to dial it back to only 2 players.
2 there are. No more, no less.
And while the more usually means the merrier, I think that this was a good move, all things considered. Couch co-op has seen some major changes that improves the experience greatly. In Diablo 3, only 1 player could manage the character at a time. This meant a lot of time was wasted waiting around while each player took their turn to mess with their inventory or level up their character. Diablo 4 has opted to remove the streamlined console loot and menu system that we saw in the console version of Diablo 3, and it's gone back to a more traditional system. The Diablo 3 system was one that I actually never liked, because while it was able to speed things up on console, I felt like it removed that part of the delicate balance between managing your characters and mowing down hordes that made Diablo feel just right. And of course, with a more traditional management system, a way to use it without stepping on each other's toes too much is an absolute necessity. And that's where all the great new changes in Diablo 4's couch co-op come in.
Elixir's brewed to order.
You can now open up your menus in a way that only takes a partial amount of the screen and allows the other player to still run around and play. You have the ability to use vendors at the same time, and more so, you have the ability to use even separate vendors at the same time. Now while this is a great new addition that's a proper game changer, it's worth noting that menus like the wardrobe customization and maps still take up the whole screen and can only be used one at a time. Unlike how some other games have handled couch co-op, the screen in Diablo 4 never splits in any way, which means that both players always have to be within a certain range of each other, but the automatic management of this is handled really well, in a way that you just don't really think about it. If one player moves ahead and the other stays still, the game just automatically teleports them to the moving player's location. And this in itself brings along with it a great feature when combining everything I've just said. One player can sit and manage their inventory or assign their skills, while the other is essentially able to tow them along. While the only real downsides being that the map can become obscured sometimes, and if you run into enemies you might be forced to quickly back out of menus to prevent yourself from getting killed. It's also managed simply enough that if one player uses a town portal or quick travel, it takes both players along. So that's easy enough. So let's take a quick look at just how easy it is to play couch co-op in Diablo 4. So all you need to do is first pick your character from the main menus and load into a game. Once you're loaded in, if you turn on a second controller, you'll see a prompt in the corner to join. On that second controller, you just need to hit the start or menu button, and then you can select which profile to sign in. Once you do that, it takes a bit of time to log the other account in. Once it's done, you get a list of characters to select from, or even to make a new one. You pick the character you want to use, and that's it, you're in. Progression is also handled really well from what we've experienced, with mission progress saving for both players as long as they have the missions active. In the beta, we did discover though that while we could jump into a game together early on with no conditions, once one character had made it past the end of the prologue, the other player needed to do the same before they were able to join in again. If this happens, you'll get a notice saying that none of your characters are eligible to join. So in summary, my experience with couch co-op has been absolutely fantastic in Diablo 4. Performance was smooth at all times, and it's also easy enough to drop items for each other, and do all those little co-op-y things that make the experience so much better together.
Did we just become best friends? Yup!
I'm not sure what's happening behind the scenes either when it comes to leveling and balancing, but even though we were different level characters at times, we found the experience to be pretty balanced throughout. The fact that you can do really easy drop in and drop out makes it even better. The awesome fun we had only makes the wait until the June 6 release date that much worse. But I can't wait to get back into it and get fully stuck into it when the full game releases. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and let us know. Join us to see more videos by subscribing. Press the little bell to get notifications of new videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.